Good morning. Welcome to Workforce Skills with John Morris. Another beautiful day out here in Phoenix, Arizona. I think we're getting some rain today. We're going to be shutting down quite a few jobs. But today I have a special guest with me. This is someone that I've known for about a year. I met him at a special event. I think it was, what was the event? Andy Elliott, I think.
Andy Elliott event.
Andy Elliott. So I brought my personal trainer, Robert Brunner. He owns Brunner Wellness. He's been training me and my wife now for 8 months. It's been quite an experience. It's kind of a love-hate relationship, and I blame myself for it because I didn't make a New Year's resolution, but what we did is we just upped the ante of what we were already doing. And instead of working out with you for an hour, we're now doing an hour and a half, and we've been doing it now a week straight, I think, right?
A week straight. Correct.
Yes, and I hate it, but I love it. It's a love-hate relationship. Kind of want to have him on here because, you know, the second Friday of January is considered National Quitters Day. And that's where everybody gives up on these New Year's resolutions and they don't have the right mindset. What do you see that out there? I mean, is that a common thing at the gym? I know the gym's packed right now. I've noticed that the last couple of days.
Correct. The gym is packed right now. People have the intentions and the motivation because first of the year, New Year's resolutions, that's become a cultural standard and thing, right? I've always said and always preached that why wait for New Year's resolution? Why wait for Monday? Today is as good a day as any. And like you said, it's an absolute mindset. And myself personally, for a little while, it took me a few years to get there. You know, I would do something for a while. I would get the gym. I train hard. I did competitive powerlifting and everything. I was super strong. But what has to happen is each individual person needs to have that moment where they look themselves in the mirror and they're fed up and they're disgusted. They're tired of their own excuses, and their own nonsense, their own bullshit. And that's the moment where it all has to change. You know, so people make the resolutions and they come to the gym and they want to push. They need to be able to flip that switch and have like basically the mama mentality of you're making this plan in this agreement with yourself. And no matter what happens, this is what you're going to do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Not everybody has that. You absolutely have that.
Yeah. It's interesting because I've been working out with you now for 8 months. It's been an amazing journey so far. I see the transformation and changes in my own body and what I'm doing, my strength. But it's funny. I've seen you work out with other individuals and they come and go and they disappear. It's like, I've asked you, hey, where's this guy? Where's this guy? What's happening? Oh, well, he's got this situation or he's got this, or they're doing a house remodel and they've got other things. And to me, it just seems like excuses. I'm not kidding you if I'm working 60 to 80 hours a week and I still find time to go to the gym and we're still we up the ante to an hour and a half Monday through Friday.
Right. It's not like you were slacking in the hour.
No. And so if I can do it, working that kind of hours and the effort that I put into my business, into the vocational program that I run, anybody else can do it. It's to me, it's an excuse. And as you see this, it's got to be frustrating for you too when you see this, because you know what they're capable of. You see the potential. You want to help them, but it's almost like they're not willing to help themselves and not get over that. What needs to change with them, or where are they missing that click that says, I've got to do this?
What they're missing is they don't have the mental toughness. Today's society and things is everything's easy. Everything's accessible. They want instant gratification results. They're not used to having to buckle down and work hard and grind, whether it's in the gym, in their business, their family life. You know, that mentality has kind of been lost for the last probably 2 decades because of the advancements in technology and things. People don't know what it's like to work hard on an everyday basis and do something and push through it, whether you want to or not. Motivation is temporary. It's discipline and consistency that gets you there. You wake up, you get it done. Doesn't matter the circumstances. You just get it done, you know? And from the moment I met you at the Andy Elliott event, we talked for about 15 minutes. And then it was a couple months later, I got invited by my friend Christopher Reeves.
I remember
to the new Freedom Breakfast on I think it was a Monday morning.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was early in the morning, though.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's breakfast at 6 in the morning? And I showed up. There must have been 500 people in that room.
Something like that, yeah.
And walked in and I happened to see you and started chatting, just reconnected because it had been a couple months. Well, here you are, the keynote speaker of the day.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
I had no clue or idea. And I was like, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
and then we reconnected and you asked me to come over and talk to you here and got you started on your.
Yeah, I remember the day you came over here and I was doing a podcast that day too. You sat here and watched it and hung out with me for a bit and we talked about getting to the gym and I've been wanting to do it and I've been working on my own journey previously to meeting you with losing weight. I mean, I was a big boy. I quit weighing myself when I hit 320. So I don't know what I actually hit. I think the key for me though at the time was I just closed my mouth. I stopped eating so much and that's what started changing. Then I started doing a lot of walking. And I think when I was doing this walking and what I was going through, I think meeting you, here's my theory. I think everything in this universe happens for a reason.
Correct.
It's called the butterfly effect, whatever you want to call it. It just, things happen for a reason. Everything's connected on a molecular level that we will never truly understand. And I know some people believe in God, other people think differently, but somehow, for some reason, we connected at the right moment that I needed to connect with you and meet you and continue my journey for what I'm doing. I'm turning 57 years old next month. And
57 years young.
Yeah, there you go.
Like we talked this morning.
Yes.
It's the Benjamin Button effect.
It is.
Aging backwards.
It is. And I feel that I am getting in better shape every day. I'm feeling younger every day. I'm feeling healthier every day. My knee from my knee surgery is just, it's amazing what's happening to it. I feel like I'm walking better even, I remember when you came here and that first time to my office and you asked me, have you had a surgery? Cause the way I was walking, you could see it.
Yep.
And I think some of that trait is going away even because of what I'm doing and what's happening with the transformation of my own body. But the mindset has to be there. It's what I call the beast mentality.
Correct.
You got to have that beast mode mentality. And just for the viewers out there, so I am starting a second book. It will be called Beast Mode. When it comes out, I'll let you guys know. The first book's still out there, 10 minutes early. Grab it if you can. It's a great book about my success and how I've gotten where I'm at. But the mindset has to be there. If you're not in the right mindset, if you're and I guess you can have that right mindset, but what happens when you start getting, let's call it weak, or you start getting distracted, or you start wanting to pull back, or, okay, I think I've done enough, or maybe you're getting bored with it. What can they do out there to change that and keep themselves motivated going to the gym?
So the mindset is the foundation. And like you're saying, when people start getting distracted, they're not wanting to go to the gym, they're getting bored. That's why I encourage people to take progress pictures. So you can see where you started. You take progress pictures every month or so. You see these changes because you're going to have 3 to 6 months down the road days where you just don't feel like it. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't see changes. You're looking at yourself in the mirror every day. You don't notice what's happening to your body. You're getting down, start critiquing yourself. And that's the moment where you need to take a look back at where you started and take a look at those pictures and say, oh, okay, I've gone this far. I've made this many changes. And it helps relight that fire. You keep that discipline and you surround yourself with people who are going to support you.
It's funny when I first, that day one at the gym and I got the membership and me and Lori showed up. Lori, originally, my wife, wasn't going to work out with us, but day one, she's like, okay, I want to do this. And she's kept up there with us and she continues every day. I think what helps me continue with this, and I think you have to put things in place to keep yourself motivated. And for me, it's having my wife there.
Correct.
Us working out together. And there's been a couple times where she wasn't able to make it. There was something happened in the office or she was sick one day. And I struggled on those days, And then there's also the days where I don't want to be there. And those are the days that I really need to be there. But I think the key factor for me that keeps me going is you. And it's having someone hold you accountable. I have to show up because I'm paying you to train me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to throw my money away. Yes. And I think it's great to go to the gym and do this, but you need to have some form of accountability.
Correct.
And for me, that's you in my life right now, keeping me accountable. It is. Because here's the thing. The reality of it is, I think I've done enough with you where I could actually tell you, okay, I'm good, Robert. I don't need you anymore. I could continue on my own. But I think if I did that, I would at some point miss a day or two, and then it becomes 3 or 4 days.
And it becomes a habit.
It becomes a habit. Yep. And so the habit right now is I see you Monday through Friday, every single morning. And it has to be that way.
It has to be that way.
And it's become more than just a trainer and a student. It's a friendship. It's a bond that we've built. It's more than that.
It's an absolute friendship.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, when you spend so much time with someone like yourself and Lori, every day for 5 days a week, it was 5 hours a week. Now it's 7.5, sometimes more. We start talking about life and everything else, your guys' kids and your vacations and family and business and everything. So we start getting so integrated into each other's lives, And the one thing I love so much about you two, Lauren, you and Lori, is your playful trash talk.
we mess with each other.
We mess with each other all the time, constantly, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And it just drives and it pushes you guys. And like you said, the days where if she's so busy at work or just not feeling good or something and she misses, you're almost kind of lost for a little bit.
I feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I have to set the tempo and the pace and help keep you going a little bit every now and then because you're used to it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious how you guys be so winded and tired and sweating. And she'd be like, why are you going so fast? You're going so fast. No, you're going so fast. I'm trying to keep up with you. And it's like,
we're both trying to keep up with each other, not even knowing it. And we got to slow the hell down.
Exactly. So that's where I'm like, hey, chill, relax. Let's take a breath.
Yeah.
It's okay. But there's been times where you guys have had extremely stressful and hard things happening with business. And you come in the gym and I mean, that's a man's mentality of you're either going to come to the gym, you're going to drink, you're going to do drugs, get fights. Well, you're doing the right thing. You're coming to the gym. And I've been there myself where you just want to push, just go hard. You're just angry. You're pissed off. And which is a great thing. But there's been times where Lori will let me know what's going on and be like, hey, this is what's going on. He's really upset. Don't let him overdo it. Or I'll read it and I'm like, hey, John, it's okay. Like relax a little bit. You're going too hard,
Yeah, I remember one time specifically, it was during a point where I had someone, kind of a partner in the business that we had some issues with and was no longer here. And I remember that week. That was a tough week for me. I went to the gym and I think I could have hurt myself if you weren't there slowing me down, saying, hey, you got to stop. And it's so having you there to slow me down and push me at different times. It's more than just training. It's more than just being there and telling me what to do each time. It's being concerned about my well-being, emotionally and mentally as well, not just physically.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
I am 100% looking out for your physical, mental, emotional well-being.
Yeah.
On that particular day, you guys had told me what's going on. You're trying to push through it. You're trying to figure out everything with business. And that one day you were just so angry and I had to stop you. I was like, yeah, you're about to pass out. You're like, just, yeah. And I remember I put my hand on your shoulder and I'm like, just breathe. It's okay. Everything's going to be good.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you just let that emotion go, And in that moment is what you needed. You needed to just stop being angry and release it and let it go. And that's where having an accountability partner and somebody who cares, genuinely cares and loves you guys.
Yeah.
No,
and for me, having you there, being a part of this, you're a major part of my life right now. It's been a good thing for me, and Lori, it's this whole thing's been good for our relationship even. I mean, we work together, we live together, we work out together at the gym, we go on vacations. I mean, we're together 24/7 all the time. And it's an amazing journey to be able to do that and have you a part of that with us. So it's been fun. But for you as a personal trainer and what you've been through, you never always looked like this.
No.
I mean, you've been through your journey too.
Correct.
What brought you to the point? Because you've shown me pictures of yourself.
Correct.
You were way overweight.
Yep.
You don't even look like you're half the man you used to be. Literally.
Yeah.
So what changed in you and sent you on the journey you're on to be so healthy and continue with this?
So I lifted weights, did competitive powerlifting for 18 years, amateur strongman, been in the gym my whole life. But what happened during COVID, got laid off from work in the oil field. I was out there for 16 years. COVID affected everybody in one way or another. And I was leading up to turning 40. The stress, everything, found out that my testosterone level had dropped. And I was in the gym working out, but my testosterone was down. So I started on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, and started going back to the gym. And my strength is coming back. I was feeling good about myself. And I threw on a tank top. And my son, who's now almost 19, who's 15 at the time, this is 4 years ago, he takes a picture of me in this tank top. Get home, I'm feeling good about myself. And he shows me this picture. And this one picture, seeing how fat and disgusting I actually was, instantly just flipped the switch. I was about 330 pounds, wearing size 46 pants, 35% body fat. And that picture just flipped that switch. And I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
It is done. It's over. It changes today. And myself, I started a 1,500 calorie deficit per day for the next 5 months straight. Because I knew exactly what I needed to do, and I knew how to do it. And like we talked about earlier, is that mindset. I needed to stop making excuses, stop the nonsense and the bullshit, and just set the line in the sand, and that's it. Like I mentioned, the mama mentality.
Yeah.
You sign a contract with yourself that from this day forward, this is what's happening regardless. There's no excuses. There's no exceptions. Working in the oil field, I was working 14, 15 hours a day, 28 days in a row. I was working 100 hours a week, 4 weeks straight, and I still went to the gym every day. And so over the course of that next 5 weeks, I lost 52 pounds body weight on the scale.
Oh, wow.
But I lost 75 pounds of body fat and gained 23 pounds of muscle. And I was just on a mission.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's just that mindset, and it was the self-hatred and the anger that I had at the time that I needed to learn how to love myself again. And that's a thing that when people let themselves go and they're going through so many struggles and frustration, we start criticizing, critiquing ourselves so much, and you have such shame and you hate yourself, but you have to work through that. You have to learn how to be happy again, how to love yourself again. And as my son was the one and only accountability partner I had throughout the entire journey.
So he went to the gym every day with you?
Yeah, he went to the gym with me when I was back from my days off. He went to the gym with me every day. When I was gone for that 4 weeks at a time, I would go find a gym no matter where I was at, working either North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. I was moving around quite regularly, and it didn't matter. I found a gym somewhere. I'd buy a day pass, a week pass, a month. It's like there's no exceptions to it. And over the first, took me about 18, 20 months to drop, and I lost 100 pounds. And I went and got my teeth fixed, got all new crowns on the top. And then just like yourself, I had tummy tuck skin removal surgery December 28th of 2023. And I was healing up from that surgery. Excuse me. And my manager in the oil field told me that the weather was terrible, price of oil was down, that it was slow. And I was like, you know what? God's giving me an opportunity to start a business. if I don't take this opportunity and try, I'm going to regret it. So I walked away from a guaranteed 6-figure job, full benefits, insurance, everything, just to go on a journey to help other people.
And no regrets.
No regrets.
That's awesome.
I'm doing what I love, working with you and Lori and others. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
That's cool. And you've also been in a bodybuilding competition, I think,
Yes,
haven't you?
I did.
And when was that, and where'd you place in that? How was that experience?
So I did one bodybuilding show so far. And that was August 3rd of 24.
Okay.
And I took second place in Masters 40 plus.
Nice. Okay. So if I wanted to do something like that, I'm turning 57. What's the age group I would be at, let's say, in another year or two? How's that work?
You'd be in the Masters 50 plus.
Okay.
And I would say the trajectory you're on, I'd say the next year and a half.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Oh,
Those would be conversations we had. The training and intensity is there in the gym. We would just tweak what we're doing in the gym, and then I would put you on a specific meal plan.
Okay.
There'd be no exceptions.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No cheating.
No.
Okay. I think we can make that work, because part of my journey with losing weight started with changing my eating habits, getting rid of all the processed foods and, getting rid of the caffeine and the sodas and everything else. So that would be pretty easy for me, I think, if we structured something like that. Now, not only that, I think the other day you told me that you're entered in a contest for some muscle fitness magazine.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
So on Instagram, you see ads and things all the time. And there was this ad that popped up for Mr. Muscle and Fitness 2026. And I just clicked on it, put my name and phone number, and you had to put a little brief description of why you should be considered. Well, I filled it out. And I put in there that I lost 100 pounds, things like that, some little information. And just a week ago, I got a text message and an email that I've been selected to be in the running for Mr. Muscle and Fitness 2026.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the winner gets the cover of the magazine. This magazine's been around for 40 years.
Okay.
And you get probably a 5 or 6 page article inside of your life story, your bio and everything. And first place is $20,000.
Okay.
And with that comes opportunities, to put yourself out there and be able to help other people. That's my main thing, is I want to help more people.
Sure.
Share my story, my journey, relate with people. Like, hey, this is what I've been through and this is where I am. Anybody, like you said, anybody can do it.
Yeah. It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
100%. You got to have the right mindset for it. Now, I'm sure you're taking on new clients. You're
correct.
Wanting to train other people. If somebody wanted to, if they're in the Phoenix area and they wanted help and meet you at the gym and do something, how would they reach out to you?
You can reach out by either give me a call or text message, 701-720-1338, or you can reach me on Instagram, which is Bruiser, BRUISER .Brunner, BRUNNER.
Okay. And your website, can they reach you through that? Okay.
It's BrunnerWellness.com.
Perfect. That's easy to remember.
Exactly. Easy enough to remember.
No, that's good.
And so I do in-person training, or I also do online coaching.
Okay.
So I can help anyone, anywhere.
So how's the online thing work? Are they at the gym at the same time you're walking them through, talking to them, or how does that system?
That is a possibility to do it that way. More than likely what I would do is based on, depending on their experience level and how comfortable they are in the gym, I would build them a program based on their experience level, how much accountability, how much hands-on they need. And it would be, once or twice a week, a couple times a month check-ins. They would have access to messaging me, and I would build the program where it's broke down every single day, what exercise to do, how many reps, how many sets, to be demonstration videos, and I can provide a meal plan. It's very hands-on. If somebody really, really wants to have as much accountability and accessibility as possible.
So you're making it so easy for somebody to train, get healthy, get better.
Correct.
The only reason it's not going to happen is because you don't want it to happen, or you're just lazy.
It's the mindset.
Yeah.
You know,
You got to be hungry for
You gotta
something
be
more,
hungry.
something better.
You have to want to change.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things that helped myself was my youngest son, Caden.
Mhm.
He and I got rebaptized
Okay.
in April last year of 2024.
Mhm.
It was the weekend right after Easter,
Okay.
you know, and just that helped my trajectory,
Mm.
getting more focused, you know.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Other than the training, other than going to the gym, working out, what other things are you involved in, or what other ventures do you have? I know you just started something new here recently,
Okay.
a red laser therapy.
Yep.
What's that about? What can you tell them out there? And what are the benefits from doing something like that?
So it's a class 4 cold laser. It's only been on the market since the end of 2021. Myself, I was having some severe shoulder pain and problems since April of 25.
Mhm.
It's about the last 9 months. And we met a lady. She did a treatment on me. 2 days later, did another treatment on my shoulder. And all of a sudden, the pain in my shoulder was gone.
Mhm.
I'd been waking up three or four times a night for 8 months with this shoulder pain. And I had limited range of motion, decreased strength. So my girlfriend, she was having some female problems.
Mhm.
And she got a couple of treatments and her bleeding issues stopped.
Okay.
And so her and I sat down, we talked and discussed, and she was going to open up a clinic for what she does.
Mm.
And so we decided to purchase this
Okay.
class 4 cold laser. It's called a Cure Wave laser.
Mhm.
And so far we purchased the laser last week. On Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we gave complimentary treatments out of our home.
Mhm.
And we treated 65 people
Oh,
in
wow.
3 days.
Okay.
And we only put it out there and
Mhm.
promoted it for about 5 days before.
Okay. So right now you're just doing that at home, right?
Correct.
Are you guys going to have a location that you're
Yep.
going to be setting up?
So our location is going to be in the Arrowhead Mall area
Okay.
next to Total Wine
Okay.
off 75th Avenue.
It's a good location.
It's a great location.
Yeah.
75th Avenue in Bell.
Okay.
And it's a salon suite area. We're getting 2 spots. We're
Okay.
about 450, 500 square feet.
Mhm.
And we're going to be offering multiple services. The Cure Wave laser. Kim's going to be offering her energetic resonance scanning, her pathways coaching. I'm going to
Okay.
do reflexology.
Okay.
And we're going to have multiple different services in there to try and help people in the wellness space.
All about health and wellness.
Health
getting
and
better.
wellness. Absolutely.
I think and it's funny, as a country, as a nation, I think we're one of the most obese countries out there in the world.
Correct.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the foods and what we eat, what we put in our bodies. We need to promote more health, more wellness, more awareness of this.
Correct.
And there has to be a change with this. It amazes me how many people are, just obese. And even during the COVID era and the issues, it was a lot of obese people that were having most of the issues. And then you get your allergies and asthma and things happen. It just, for me, getting healthier, it's like, I think I'm snoring less when I sleep, There's a lot of things that have changed. It's Lori on Friday said, let's go for a walk. Okay, we walked 4 miles.
Mm-hmm.
It was easy. I felt like I could have done 10 more.
Correct.
So it just, as you get healthier, I feel like I get more energy as I'm getting healthier.
And
it's getting easier.
Like you addressed there, it's the food, the
Mhm.
highly processed things we're putting in our body.
Mm-hmm.
You and I both made a lot of changes and eating healthier, which we made tremendous improvements on what we were
Mhm.
doing. And I thought I was doing really, really well. Well, Kim, she specializes in gut health
Okay.
and helping people with food sensitivities and mold and parasites and funguses. And so she's taught me so much about what whole foods are and organic. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's a huge difference when you start actually eliminating all the things that our body's not supposed to have
Mm-hmm.
and going organic.
Yeah.
Whole food, vitamins and things, that just changes it even more.
Yeah.
Combine that with, the TRT.
Yeah.
And then peptides
Mm-hmm.
for healing and recovery.
Yeah, I started TRT years ago, and I mean, my levels were low. I mean, I think I was about 212 when I first got tested, and now I'm sitting at about 950,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm comfortable there.
Yeah.
And I go, and it's like, give me some more. Give me some more juice. I want to keep going with this. So no, I am a firm believer that everything we do to be healthy, to do what we're doing, it's a combination of mind, body, and soul. I mean, you have to have all three connected to be in sync with each other, to be healthy. You got to work out. You got to have your mind right. You got to have your body healthy. Put healthy stuff into your body. It just amazes me how much crap people put in their body, and especially in my business, in the painting world. And the guys are always on the go. And I see these guys in the morning drinking their Red Bulls or Monsters and all this sugar stuff, or they'll get a coffee. And we got the coffee station in the back of the shop for the painters, and man, the amount of sugar and creamer we go through, it's outrageous.
Right.
And even for me, it's like, I don't want the creamer. I don't need the sugar.
Yep.
If I put something sweet in there, I use the monk fruit sugar, which is healthy. I got this coconut creamer that I use. It's 0 calories and it's healthier. It gives it that little sweetness that I need. And it's trying to be healthy, but it's all three connected: the mind, the body, and the soul. It has to work together. It has to be in sync.
Right.
If one's off, you're going to struggle.
Yep.
You have to find a way to keep them all connected.
On that, a year ago, I started a coaching program, and they call it the core 4. It was your body, your being, business, and balance.
Okay.
Your body is your body.
Mm-hmm.
How strong, how healthy your body is. Being is your spiritual relationship. Balance is your relationship with your family, your friends. And then your business is obviously your business relationship. And they looked at it as a perspective from military.
Okay.
So you show up as either a Minuteman, going back to, the Revolution time frame, the farmers, or the Minutemen. Completely untrained, just showing up, not knowing what to do. And then a machine gunner, who literally just has a machine gun and you spray and pray. You're throwing rounds down and hoping something happens. Or a rifleman who's trained and you have to be 80% accuracy to pass as a rifleman.
Okay.
Which in life, if you're hitting 80% or higher, you're doing pretty well. Or a sniper.
Gotcha.
Failure is not an option for snipers.
Have to hit that target
every time. Got to hit that target every time.
Yeah.
And so in this coaching class, they're trying to get us all to understand you cannot be a sniper rifleman here and a machine gunner or a Minuteman here and think that life and everything else is okay. Because it bleeds across. If you're weak here, you're going to weak here. So you got to raise your levels up to at least being a rifleman across the board.
Okay.
Shooting for a sniper, which is perfection. In theory, you're never going to reach it, but you're striving for it.
Yeah.
So if you do that in all areas and aspects of your life, you're just going to watch everything rise.
Yeah.
Improve.
Yeah. That's awesome. Now, I'm a firm believer. Health is wealth.
Correct.
If you're healthy, the wealth comes with it. Everything changes. Your mentality, your attitude, your personality. And when you look good, you feel good. I'm catching myself flexing in the mirror and looking at myself and kind of turning myself on a little bit. I don't know if that's creepy or not, but hey, I'm okay with it.
It's totally fine because the amount of energy and effort and dedication and discipline you put in to get where you're at.
Yeah.
It's not arrogance. It's not cockiness. It's confidence.
The one thing I struggle with, though, is you told me to take pictures, and I that was a hard thing for me. I did one at the very beginning, first couple of weeks, and I did one, I think, at about the 3-month point. I'm going to do it here in the next week. I'm going to take pictures again. So I'm going to look at from the beginning to now and see how it looks. And I know there's a change. It's my clothes fit differently. I feel healthier. I'm walking better. Just everything it's just so comfortable. I used to be embarrassed to wear tight shirts, and now it's like, okay, I don't mind wearing a shirt that's a little bit tighter, and
a little tighter shirts and wearing some color.
Yes. Instead of black on everything, because it hides everything, makes you look thinner.
Effect,
yeah. So I don't have to do that anymore. No, it's been an interesting journey. It's been a great journey. We've known each other for almost a year now, going through this, and I can't wait to see what the next year and the next 2 years brings.
Oh, absolutely.
I told you in the beginning, I'm going to give you 2 years. I'm committed to doing this for 2 years. After that, I don't know. Maybe we'll continue. Who knows? But I'm loving what's happening. I'm loving the journey. And my wife is looking good. It's just
so when we first met, Lori's like, I got one request. I was like, oh yeah, what's that? And she goes, I don't have a butt. I was like, we can fix that.
Oh, she's definitely getting one.
She's getting a butt.
It is.
And she's had about probably a dozen women compliment.
Oh yeah. The girls at the gym recognize it. So,
all the time.
Yeah. It's funny because going to the gym all the time, there's the regulars, you see them there all the time. There's new people that come and go, but it's some of the regulars that have come up and made comments to us. And that's a good feeling. For me, the way I look at it, I want to be your walking billboard. I want to be that story, the person that, hey, look at what I've done with this guy.
Right.
Use me for your promotion.
Absolutely.
So no.
You see the regulars, a lot of them are coming up and asking questions.
Yes.
Because they see us every day.
Yes.
And how hard you and Lori are working.
And they see the changes.
They're seeing the physical changes.
Yes.
And you know that they want that.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of a little bit nervous and unsure to ask and push themselves because you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah,
you're gonna be in pain. It's uncomfortable. You're hot. You're sweaty. Yeah.
So we've got National Quitters Day. It's the second Friday of the month of January. If for our listeners and viewers out there, if there's something you could give them and they're on that verge of, they're almost at that 2 weeks where they're, okay, I'm going to quit. What would you say to them? Some words of wisdom, advice to keep them pushing it and going for this. What would you recommend to them or say to them?
Remember the reason why you started. You know that you want it. You know you want better. You want different for yourself and your life, for your family and your kids, your spouse. It's going to suck. You have to embrace the suck and push through it. Average sucks. Don't be average. Step out of your comfort zone. Ask for help and push yourself on a daily basis. Strive and be 1% better every day.
That's good advice. I think the one thing you just said right there that sticks out to me, embrace the suck. Just suck it up and do it. Just keep grinding for it. No, Robert, I really appreciate our friendship, this journey that you're on with me, and I'm on it with you too.
Absolutely. You've been through and seen a lot of changes in my life as well.
Yeah. So no, it's been a great journey. I really appreciate you coming here today and being on this with me. For you viewers out there, if you need a trainer, I'm telling you, this is the guy you want. He pushes me. There's no excuses, but you got to be willing. You got to want it. You can't half-ass it. I've seen people come and go with him that they're just half-assing it. They're not embracing the suck. They need more motivation. They need the energy out there, but you have to be willing to motivate yourself. You have to find that inner beast mode. Find something in you that's going to drive you. I think the biggest question you have to ask yourself is, why am I doing this? What is my goals? What I want from this? And like he said, remember why you started. Keep reminding yourself that every single day. I'm a firm believer if there's something that you want in life, there's something that you need to do, or you've got a goal, put a picture of it, write it on the mirror in front of your sink in the morning and look at it every single morning. So it's a constant reminder that this is why I'm doing it. This is what I'm in this for. For me, I want to be healthy. I want to be there for my grandkids. I want to be there for my daughter. I want to see my grandkids grow up. I've had too many health issues in the past, and man, I haven't been on medications for years now. I'm off blood pressure medications. I'm healthy. I feel great.
I swear 90% of people's health problems can be fixed and corrected. They change their eating habits, eating clean, whole foods, organic, getting fresh air, sunshine, and exercise.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah. No, Robert, thank you very much for coming out here today and being honest with me. I appreciate it. I know we just worked out a couple hours ago with you, and we spent a lot of time together getting to know each other. It's an honor to have you on this, and it's an honor to be part of this, have you and me having our own journeys together. So
I'm honored to be on with you.
So once again, guys, I appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe. If you need a trainer, reach out to Robert. We'll put it on the website. We'll put it on the podcast as it drops out there. We'll make sure you have the information. He's a great guy. It's for me, it's not about the money. It's about the health, because health is wealth. And if I can be healthy, and live longer and be there for my kids, my family, the people that are in my life, it's worth every penny. Trust me, you need to do this. You need to do something different. And it's not about making a New Year's resolution saying, I'm going to start on this day. Just start today. Just do something different. If you're thinking about going to the gym today, sign up and go, or just get outside and go for a walk. Do something.
It's a lifestyle change.
It is. So once again, guys, thanks for joining me. Stay hungry.